I was hoping to find a strapping young lad like yourself to just chat it up with.
Well, young people like myself probably won't beat off to you, so I don't know. Just giving you an advice.
Okay.
Did you say...
I,
Okay, I probably misunderstood your message. I thought you said something about you... Never mind. How was your day?
my day was fine.
Yeah.
Good, good, like, brushing off your awkwardness
I
and
know that.
showing
I'm
your own age, which is what?
18.
That's cool. Don't be weird about it.
No, I'm not weird about it because if I say I'm
I'm
17 and a
happy for
half...
you. I'm happy for you.
Okay, well, at least someone is happy for me. You know what I don't see on Omegle? And I thought I just did? Single mothers.
Who?
Single mothers. Like,
Why would they be? They got kids. Why would they waste their time here?
to have some form of entertainment because they can't get out of the fucking house because they have to watch Kiss 24/7.
Actually, I have seen people with kids like in the background, and I'm like, no, no.
Well, I mean, what can I say? I'm just here for some intelligent conversations. I'm not really looking for anyone. How old are you, anyways?
29.
You're what?
29.
29. Oh, yeah, that's quite an age difference. I remember when my mom was 29 and her boyfriend broke a couple of her ribs.
Awful.
Yeah, I know.
Way
I
to
didn't say it
bring
was
that
pretty.
shit out of nowhere.
Yeah, I'm a comedian, so I bring shit out of
I
nowhere all
remember
the
when
time.
I was 29. Like, didn't other things happen to you when you were, what, 19, 18? Other positive
I'm
things?
not 19 or 20 or whatever yet. Let's see what happened to me when my mom was 29. Because when she was 29, I believe I was 9. Let's see what
Sure.
happened when I was 9. Oh, I was climbing a fence and I slipped and I fell and nail went through my vein right here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a huge scar. Um, there's still.
No,
Well,
I can't see it, but I believe
yeah,
it.
the camera is pretty shitty, but yeah, that will happen when I was 9. And a couple other kids had to pull me up so not to rip my vein apart. And then I washed it in tap water and everything was okay.
Today, while I was buying my beer, there was like this old wino, and he couldn't forgive me, but I'm about to take a piss. But he
Well, let's
couldn't,
not. No, no,
huh?
I'm not talking to you. Just to get drunk now and then and work and drunk and
No!
work and be drunk.
No, dude. My my favorite way to get fucked up is hallucinogens. But it's not legal, it's not readily available. Um, but with acid and mushrooms, like it was a much better and more, a better high. But
Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Stop talking about high in general. So, say, what was your dream when you were 12?
be a painter.
Be a painter. Okay. And where did you go with that?
Nothing. I just restarted it right now.
Okay, well that's good to hear. So hold on. Do you have a job, right? Okay. So what do you do for a living?
I work part time answering phone calls for a heating and air place,
Okay.
which is a family affair, and then I work part-time at a grocery store.
Okay.
And then I do, then I go to the community college for art.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. Because imagine if you actually started doing art at 12. That's 9, 8. That's like 17 years ago. Back in 2000s. So imagine you started at art back in 2000s, and you spent 17 years doing art. You could have be making millions by now. So why didn't you continue with art?
Maybe.
It's not really maybe, it's definite. Like, if you're doing something for 17 years, you can become an absolute master at it. And that's what I see happens a lot
You
at
can
schools.
become
People just
a
give up on
master
their
at
dreams.
it.
If you can become a master, you can make big money. Because all the masters that you see in the world, people with PhDs, they're making big money.
Well, I, I mean, life happened. I had to get a job and get an apartment, and that's what I've been doing for the past 10 years.
And you know what I feel like? I feel like if you don't continue with art, you're gonna be rolling like that till you're 70, and then you're gonna retire and die. So you better get back on track.
I'm going
with
to
your
die.
dreams.
You're definite on that. I am going to die. Yes.
Well, everyone's going to die now and then. It just depends what you do with your life.
So you're an atheist?
Doesn't matter if I'm an atheist. I could be Satanist, for fuck's sake. It doesn't matter who I am. What matters is what I speak.
Okay. Well, I am an atheist, and I hear that more than most people would, at least where I'm around, is that this is the only life that I have, and
it's correct. It's the only life that you have. So why would you waste it drinking beer, doing drugs, and working part-time job?
Well, I am making art now.
Okay.
But you're right. For most of my 20s, I wasn't doing anything. I was doing lots of drugs.
Uh-huh.
And I don't regret any of that, for sure. I do not regret all those awkward social things that I had to go through, because honestly, it makes me more rough, more injected into society and life than I've ever been before.
To do drugs or to be... I mean, here's how awkwardness works.
Not just to do drugs. I wasn't just in the like raver or hippie columns of life or whatever. I was also, my parents were poor as shit. I was also in the hood, and I had to deal with that. I had to fight people when I didn't want to. I mean, there was a whole lot of shit that from when I was fucking 12
okay, so what if I
to
say...
me now,
What if I say...
there's a lot of shit that happened.
Your story is not even... You can't even compare it to mine. But I am what I am. And your story is pretty much a bunch of excuses. So just leave that in the past and begin a campaign.
Excuses? I'm not using that as excuse. I'm saying that I went through shit. I'm not saying that I'm sad about it.
A lot of people went through
no.
shit. So you think Steve Jobs just was born and like he wasn't poor or anything, and he was just born and he made Apple out of nowhere? No.
No. And that's what I tell people. I mean, I don't tell them, I don't bring up Steve Jobs because that's pretentious as fuck.
You don't have
But I say that no one is born knowing how to do this shit, whether it's painting or whatever.
Exactly.
No one's born.
And you're
knowing
taking
how
a
to
lot
do
of drugs. You must be. I mean, you have a huge imagination for painting. You know, all the famous people. I'm not saying that you should do it, but all the famous painters smoked opium. That's how they got their ideas. You used acid for some time, right? So you have an idea of how art works here and there. So you should have a cool imagination. So why don't you use it?
What makes you think I'm not using it? You don't know anything about me.
You're right. I should probably stop because it's not going anywhere.
Well, your questions don't make any sense because you have.
My questions don't make any sense because you're wasted.
Oh, it's me. Okay. I hope you're recording this.
I'm streaming.
Oh, so you're not recording it. Well, whatever.
You know what streaming means, right? Streaming means being live and recording at the same time. I have a YouTube channel.
And all your followers they're lucky individuals. They really are. To have you and all your insights, oh, they're just the best. The best.
My subscribers are really good, yeah. They're people that, stick with me for anything. So.
Yeah, all 10 of them are just amazing. Just like you.
It's in thousands.
Just like you. I'll doughy-eyed and lacking scars. Come on, man. Come on. How could you sit there and really dog somebody when you know.
I'm not dogging you. Look at me? You're saying look at me?
I'm just saying. Okay, think about yourself. Like, look at you from where I am. You're sitting in front of a window with a busy street. That means you got a badass apartment, right?
It's a house. I don't know if you live in the U.S. or not, but it's a street. It's not an apartment. So this is a second story. I have a 2-story house.
I do live in the U.S., and I'm very lucky because for most of my life I lived not in great places, but right now I live in the country. But yeah, you got a 2-story house. I mean, and your parents probably provide for all of this shit around you.
It wasn't
That's
like that.
awesome.
It wasn't like that for 15 years. So it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that. All you gotta do to have a nice 2-story house is get your shit together and start making money.
Oh, okay. So you're like a money guru or something?
I'm a self-made millionaire.
You're a millionaire.
You don't have to believe me. I don't care.
This is brand new news to me that you're I didn't know that I was talking to a millionaire. I didn't know that a millionaire would take time out of his busy schedule to talk to random assholes on the internet.
Yeah, it's fun.
Excuse the fuck out of me.
It's fun.
Excuse me.
It's fun. What can I mean, you're not listening to what I'm saying, so what's the point of even talking to you?
What were you saying?
Stop popping acid and get your life together so you can live.
Dude, I haven't... I'm talking about what happened before, not what's happening now. I'm not popping acid now. I wish I was.
You
That
just
shit
said,
was fucking awesome.
just a second ago, you said, what makes you think that I was using it? You know? Meaning that you're still, whatever. It's not, this conversation isn't going anywhere. You have a nice day or night, whatever. Hopefully you'll meet a man in your life that will support you, or you'll start making money from art. Who knows? But it was nice talking to you. Hopefully things only get better.
And you're great at what you do, by the way. You are none the best
I appreciate it.
at doing nothing.
My friend said,
What a bitch, dude.